as you already know, my name is Keontae Ashe, and this is Blue Over Healing Guidance and Tarot. Use the glare in the glasses, but I'm going to wear my glasses right now, okay? So, this is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of November 2019. Ooh, first card flipped out, okay. I'm actually going to put it back in because I wasn't focused. My intentions were not focused on the cards. However, Queen of Wands in reverse did come out. So either this can be you or this can be someone else, okay? But someone is not too pleased, okay, with someone, okay? Let us carry on. Someone is not too pleased with someone and kind of wants them to fail or have a downfall, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to hope that that's not you when it comes to someone else. It could have been how you felt towards someone at one point in time, and maybe now things are backfiring. Or, like I said, it could be someone else you, okay? But we're going to find it out. So let's see. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter Spirit for the month of November 2019. What is going on? Okay. Ooh. Alright, so the first card out we have is the Chariot. The second card out is the Seven of Cups. The Chariot is you guys' energy. Then we have Scorpionic energy, so far all water. But then we have the Emperor in reverse, okay? So like I said, I feel like someone, okay, could be an Aries, okay? An Aries female, okay? Who feels some type of way towards you. Or it could be an Aries female who you've been working with in regards to magic, or Aries female who's involved here, okay? With this Emperor here in reverse, that's a really nasty, abusive, disturbing energy, okay? But in the center of your reading, we do have the Chariot, and the Chariot does represent forward-moving motion. It also represents great health, okay? So if you've been wondering about your health at all, or anybody's health, whether it be your father's health or anyone's health, they're fine, okay? We also have the Seven of Cups here, okay? The Seven of Cups deals with having many different options. This comes in as a challenge for you, okay? So it could be that you have way too many options going on here, Cancer. Or it could be that you have your head kind of in the clouds and there's not really much going on at this time. But overall, I just feel a lot of options. I feel a lot of options. I feel a lot of distractions, okay, from a very important person in your life. Maybe a significant other, someone who is supposed to be or have the position of the Emperor, okay, somebody significant who holds some type of authority in your life, okay, a very high position in your life, okay, but they are not showing up as, you know, in good standing with you because they're in reverse. We have the Five of Cups. I feel like this is your focus. You're pretty much over this situation, over this relationship, over this person, over something. All right. And then we have the outcome here as the Page of Swords. So I feel like this could be somebody that you have children with. It could be a son, okay, who is a Gemini, or a son who is a Cancer, okay, with the Page of Swords, because this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So I feel like you, a Cancer, has a son, okay. Now this specific message is not going to be for everybody, okay. Have several different options here in front of you. This other person or this other option could be a Scorpio. You could be looking at a Scorpio like, I don't know, I'm really interested. You get what I'm saying? They're interested in you, you're interested in them, because with this Five of Cups here, we have the Two of Cups highlighted. That for me as a reader is what I always notice. All right, I feel like with this Three of Cups empty, there's a situation that you were already involved in. Like I said, this person is just not showing up as the Emperor that you would like them to show up as. They're showing up as immature, irresponsible, controlling, okay, blocking your prosperity and abundance is what you're thinking about. Okay, because this came out to confirm or to clarify the Chariot. So you got the Chariot, meaning forward moving motion with your abundance. Maybe you recognize that this person is holding you back. If they're being abusive or controlling, how are you free to do you? Okay, I don't know about that one there, Cancer. Let us see. What is going on? Yep, Eight of Cups. You're ready to walk away. So the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups came out to clarify the Seven of Cups. So you're ready to walk away from whatever situation is no longer fulfilling you here, Cancer. Alright, we also have Pisces energy here now. There's a lot of water. So you're just in your feelings, you're in your emotions, you're processing your feelings, processing your emotions, and recognizing what you do and do not want to do. I really do get this strong sense, though, Cancer, that you're going to be leaving something or someone behind. Really get that really heavy there. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Alright, it's just always awkward to drink on camera. I don't know, but if I get thirsty again, I'm going to just drink on camera. I don't care. But anyways, so yeah, definitely walking away from someone, okay? Because you're in your head about it. Pisces, first of all, you know what's really interesting? Me as a reader, I have to point it out to you. I wouldn't be me if I didn't point this out right now. Seven of Cups represents having a lot of options, right? Also daydreaming, right? But what is Pisces known for? Pisces is known for being quote unquote aloof and daydreaming all the time, right? I would know because my moon is in Pisces, so I would know. All right, so here you are, with that Piscean energy, wanting to walk away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling and wanting to open up your options. I feel like recently, Cancer, maybe you ran into, or I don't want to say ran into, but maybe you kind of walked yourself into some abundance, into some happiness and prosperity, and you're recognizing that someone in your life, someone who, like, I feel is a father figure, whether it's your father, whether it's the father of your child, something along those lines. But this person is not being the stable emperor that you need them to be. So you're ready to move on with yourself, okay? You're ready to move on. That's really interesting here. All right, and then we had to, look, before I shuffle it, it was at the bottom, the 10 of coins, okay? And then look, the tree of life as the split. Yeah, you're ready to walk the hell away from that. You are red tea, okay? And I'm getting chills all over my body, so I know it. Yep. This person is not there. They have poor communication. They're not direct with you. They don't communicate everything that they feel. There's a lot of chaos and confusion there. I feel like if you try to speak your truth, this person pretty much outspeaks you or tries to overspeak you, and very emotionally and mentally damaging here. I feel a lot of spiritual damage too, okay? So I feel like, especially with this sun card, your spirit team, your higher self, is coming through and saying you're no, okay? No. I feel like you're actually hitting one of your life purposes or your life marks, and spirit is saying no. Look at this 7 of Swords here, okay? I feel like you recognize that somebody is possibly creeping around, sneaking around. It could be you, okay? Because with the 7 of Swords in reverse, that's a self thing. So I feel like you, Cancer, you met somebody else and you feel guilty about it. Or maybe not somebody, maybe somebody's. And you feel guilty about it because you have children with this person or a child with this person, or this person was supposed to be your husband or your long life partner or something like that. But you feel bad for walking away and having options. Also, I get this sense of with this, they were worried about their options, so you had no choice but to walk away. But with this 7 of Swords in reverse too, it could also be the reveal of sneakiness. So if this 7 in reverse, this 7 of Swords in reverse does not indicate you self-sabotaging, then it definitely indicates the reveal of them creeping around and being deceitful. Either way, you're over it. Like I said, you are, man, what was y'all last reading? What goes around comes around? Man, like, I don't know who and what and why, but man, okay, then we got 5 of coins. You taking the kid and leaving. You taking the children and being out. This just clarified this. So this is a child. This is a child that you and that person had together. So the outcome is you thinking about the benefits of your child. With this being a Page of Swords, let me tell you about Swords energy. Swords are very serious. They're very focused. They're about their business. I feel like with this Emperor not being about their business, not carrying this sword a certain type of way, that's not what you want your son to grow into. You want your son or your child or your children or whoever, if it's not boys, because this doesn't necessarily have to be a boy, but here it is, okay? So it could be somebody's son or sons, could be somebody's daughter or daughters, okay? But either way, you're taking your child, your children, and you're leaving because you feel like this person is going to forever keep you in the financial rears. Okay, like that's really how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you got a huge blessing here, Cancer, okay? And this is a huge decision for you to make, and you know that. But you know in order for you to have your prosperity and your abundance the way that you deserve to, you're going to have to move forward, and you know that. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. You don't want to commit yourself to this situation anymore, Cancer. And we have Palace of Coins here in reverse. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're leaving that home. That home is not a home for you anymore. It's not a home for you anymore, okay? It doesn't feel warm to you anymore. It doesn't feel good to you anymore. And Cancers, are you not nurturers? Are you not the moms and the dads, right? That is your role. So as the mom, dad, the nurturer, the homemaker, somebody making you feel like this, okay? You give people chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. You don't just leave them out in the cold. You don't just neglect them. You don't just forget about them. You don't just say good riddance. Okay, so this didn't just come out of nowhere, Cancer. Okay, let's just start with that. It didn't just come out of nowhere. And so, from goddess to goddess, okay, even if you're a god and you're watching this and you have to take the children and go, look at that. So I'm about to say that it's your time to shine. The star came out. It's your time to shine. Okay? Go shine.